Hello, all my new and old friends. Thank you for joining me again today. I have decided to color in World of Wonders color book by Joanna, and we are going to color this horse and maybe do some fun stuff with him. So let's get started. I was thinking about making him gray, and I'm not sure how that's going to turn out, but I am going to use my Prismacolors. Oops, I'm just trying to get some light, enough light. So we're going to use the 30% gray, 1070, 70% French gray, 1074, 20% warm gray, 1051, and 70% cool gray. I'm always trying to read that German. And 50%. So I don't know which ones I'm going to use, but these are the ones that we're going to start out with. And I'm thinking we're just going to go with the 20% to start with. Let's start on his little head and ears, and let's see how this works out. And I'm just going to kind of fill him in a little bit. And then we're going to come back in with some of our other colors, shades of gray, and work on him a little bit to make him more beautiful. So we're just going to have to pay attention to all the areas that are dark and light. It wouldn't be much different than trying to do a face. Or do something, a building that has dark and light sides. But we are going to work on his head first. And I haven't decided what colors we're going to use. But that's the fun of it. So we're just giving him a little light marking all over him with gray. Again, this is 20% warm gray. I thought of all different colors, but I kind of want him to be neutral. I was thinking about making him white. But then I thought, well, I don't know. Okay, that just kind of disappears totally, and that's the 30% gray. So we're going to set that one aside. And we're going to move into 50%. And this is cool gray, so I'm going to go back over the back of his ear there. Just a little bit. Because we don't want the shading to be stark. It doesn't have to be really different. We just want it to be soft and gently changing a little bit of a highlight, a depth, maybe. We always know underneath it's always darker. And then as we go down his little chest, be a little shading underneath where his bridle is, above his eye. I'm only going to do halfway. I'm going to leave the front part whiter. Like that. And they've got a few little marks here, so let's just enhance them. Okay, and around his muzzle here. And the same with here, we're just going to enhance it a little bit. Some shading. I'm not going to do all of that one. I want to leave a little bit of it light. And just like that. And then we can take our 70% gray if we want to. Let me sharpen it so I know. Because we just want to get right in the darkest places. We don't want to go out too far, just a little ways. Under his ears would probably be a little darker. Maybe up the back of his ear a little bit. And right underneath his neck. That. Just a little bit underneath his harness. Okay. So then we can come in with maybe peach beige. Just where we wanted to keep it light for now. Just a little bit. Okay. So let's go back to our 20%. We're just going to keep filling it in. I haven't decided what color to make his mane and his tail yet. Kind of like that. Got a lot of decorations on him, so it's not like we're going to be coloring the whole horse. Maybe we'll make his mane a darker gray. That might be pretty. Going to be very pretty. It was a debate between this and the camel. I really want to do that camel. With all of his, I think it's kind of a circus if I remember. So he'll be brown with circus colors. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Okay. I thought about cutting out some larger, a couple of sizes, but larger stars because of the stars around him. And I'm out of the focus and I'm thinking about coloring instead of thinking about what I'm doing. Sorry. I used to keep me a piece of tape so I knew when I was out of the I'm just putting me a piece of tape here so I know where the bottom is. Don't go any farther than that. Okay. Let's see if that helps me. I thought I moved my camera up higher, but I guess maybe I didn't. I'm just trying to get into all the little spots. I'll use our darker gray. We're just going to emphasize wherever it starts turning. I think she went a little too far out here with this one, but it's all right. We'll just stick to it. Then I'm going to use Peachy Bays, and I'm going to go over his hoofs. And we'll shade them in a little while. They're kind of like a toenail color, right? Okay, so let's go back to our gray, or 20%. And just keep filling him in, and then come back in and shade him. I think he's going to be pretty. I think the gray will work. And let all the flowers and the leaves and stuff really decorate him. I don't know what kind of building that is. It looked like an Asian building. Okay, and then we're going to go back to our 70%. I forgot we were going to use the 50% cool first. That's all right, we can still pull all this colors out. We're just coming around all of his little edges. This is closer to the lighter gray, so then We'll just barely hit it with the darker one, and that'll give us plenty of shadows. And okay, maybe just a little bit here and there and here. Just wherever you find a place to give a little shadow. I'm just filling in some of these. Well, that looks kind of complicated, so we'll just move on. We'll deal with that later. There's a muscle right here, so we're going to give it a little bit of a accent down his leg. So wherever there's a little turn, or just give it a little bit of that. Now we're going to go to our dark one. We're just going to come right down. Just kind of blend it out. Keep working it. Here's another little muscle. We'll come back with our lighter color and just blend it a little better. Okay. Come in with our light. No, I should have used the 50%, yeah. The medium. And then if we needed to, we can use the light at the end of the medium. Keeping our little horse. Again, this is like his, I guess it's a muscle. So we're just blending the darker part out. I think that looks nice. Okay. Let's do his little back legs and then work our way up. So we're back to our 20%. And we're just filling it in. Just like that. finding all the little spots that might peek through. I may not find them all. You know, we always find them after we start coloring the leaves or whatever. But that's okay. You know my theory, if you don't know what it is, make it a leaf. It got a little warm in here this afternoon. Finally quit raining, but we got more coming. I was re-listening to the video from yesterday and I could hear the clashing of the clouds. Okay, let's do his legs. And then so we're coming in with our medium color. This is the time of the year that I have sometimes trouble seeing. And I think others know what I'm talking about. But also getting my new glasses this week. Yay! I normally don't wear glasses all the time, but I think I'm going to have to start. And that's okay. I wear them 90% of the time here anyway. So I'm usually doing something at my desk here. If I'm not coloring, I'm doing some other things. Because I really use computer glasses, which is just my middle vision and my bottom one. I watched a movie this afternoon with Sally Fields in it. I've never seen it before. It's kind of a sad thing, but alright, so I'll just soften the edges a little bit. Oh, we haven't done that one. He's going to be a fine looking gray horse. Wasn't sure how I was going to get it to do this. It just seems like it's in you. Once you start, it's just in there. So I want to make sure that center part stays light. I'm just gonna give his little hoofs a little treatment with this middle color. This is the 50%, like that. Let's do the same with these little guys, just a little bit. That looks pretty good. All right, now back to his belly and his center part. So we'll switch back to our 20%. Now give it a little sharpen, because really there's not much of this middle part showing. I think this is kind of like a little saddle. That'll be pretty, I think. Like that. Then I'm gonna turn my fan on. 1 second. That's a little better. All right, so when you're not used to it being warm, as you all are experiencing, but some of you, it's already hot. It's just a little bit harder to take when it gets stuffy hot. We'll just do the same little bit. especially his underbelly. There. I think we're done with that part of him, of his body. So I've got a cool gray, 90%. And a warm gray, 90%. So I'm just thinking, let's work on his little tail. And this is the 90% warm gray. All right, where did it go? Right there. I wonder what the difference is. Okay. Let's go the cool gray. I don't know what the difference is. This one's more black. We'll just come on down. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. But I know that we got to make these different shades in order for them to stand out. So let's see. We're using our 70% cool gray. And what if we go to our, so we don't want to do 20, 50% cool. Let's do the end of his tail. Like that. Whoops, sorry. And then we'll do the 70%. Get you guys to quit rocking and rolling there. And what did I get? The 50%, 90% cool gray. And let's go back over it with the 70%. Just to make sure we get all of our little white lines covered up. Okay, so there's a little bit there. I don't know if this will work, but let's try it using our 20%, like right in here. And then which one was 50% will come down with the rest of his tail. So we're just trying to work in lights and darks so that his tail and mane will look like a lot of different colors, maybe, huh? Let's start with, what was that, 50%? And then I'm going to go to 70%. Right along next to that. Because we did 50% here. That's good. Let's do this little curly Q in 90%. I think this is cool gray. Nope, it's warm gray. So I'm going to do one of these little pieces like that. Like that. We could go a little bit so we just got a couple left here, and we can do this one in the dark. Because I'm just trying to keep them separated, light and dark, so that we can tell that each little strand of his tail and see it. So it's not up against anything dark, so we can make this whole little strand dark. Like that. So let's go in with, we need to go lighter. Let's go 70% on this one. like that. That looks good. And what if this is the only little piece right there? Okay. So we're keeping this little horse very neutral so far. Just cover up any little white spots that you find. All right. So now we could start in this main part. We're going to go 90% warm. On the top. I'm just trying to go over it enough that I'm not going to have to come back over it because I've already filled it in. So I'm going to do the 20% right in here. And then we can do the 50% right on the bottom. That. And then we can come back with our warm 90%. Just give it a little more shading. Using my 20% to kind of bring back that highlight. And just kind of work it in. So now let's do this big strand in 90% warm. And I'm just going to keep going over it until it's filled in. No little white spots. Just like that. Okay. Maybe we can do another piece. We can come down here with this piece. Just making sure I get all the little white spots so I don't have to come back over it. I'm turning my pencil to find that little tiny sharp spot. And there I go. I got it. Okay. So let's go to our 70%. I'm going to go ahead and start it like that. And bring it down. do the 20% at the bottom. That's a little too light, so I'm going to go over it. That was the 20%. I'm going to go over it with the 70%. Okay. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to go over this with the 20%. Okay. Now, I'm looking to see what else we could do. The 20%. Let's go. I'm just trying to mark where all that piece of hair goes. All right, so this is our 70%, yep. I'm not pressing hard, but I am pressing. Because I want this hair to look pretty. Okay. So I'm just looking to see, I think right here. I'm just trying to look to see what I can color that will keep these hair separated from the dark. And I can go over that part. Let's try the cool. I'm just going to go back over this. And then just let it blend itself out right there. And then it showed up. It showed up. Okay, so this is the warm 90%. And I think it comes out here. Like that. I think we'll do this one. I'm going to just give it a little point. And I'm thinking grays and lavenders would be pretty. So So I think we're going to go into the lavenders. Like that. I think we could do this one dark too. And then we can start overlaying some colors if we had to, like right in there we could. Where's this? 70%. Let's try that at the beginning. Well, it'll show up pretty darn good. I press it a little bit. Okay. And then we'll go ahead. Okay, let me look at this thing. I like it. I think it's looking very nice. He's looking quite handsome. Alright, let's see. There's a couple little spots that need to be. Alright, so this, we're going to mix it. Use it like that. Then we can come down on the outside. Just kind of like that. And I think we'll go ahead and make this dark. And I think I'll stay on this side like that and leave that little spot open. And I'm going to come in with my 70% and let them blend together. And this piece, there's nothing around it, so we can make it all black. Just seeing if it's smearing, but it seems to be okay. From his tail, anyway, is what I'm talking about. All right. This horse has a lot of hair. Okay. So I should have mixed, instead of using this dark like this, my blues, and then gone over the top. And it makes a much prettier dark color. Almost instantly. So, get the crumbs off. I think he's becoming quite stunningly beautiful. And we add some color to him and he's going to be amazing. I'm just kind of giving it some color right in that little spot. And then we'll come in with our 20%. And I'm just going to let it blend itself together. It will make a nice little highlight. Just like that. Okay. And I probably will be going back over this a little bit tomorrow when I get away from it for a while. Just to make sure I got all the pieces done. And our horse part is done. So now, I'll turn my book around again. And let's find some lavenders. Let's pull. It's kind of a blue. There's that one. There and there. I'm just pulling them out of my pencil box. Pink and lavenders could be okay. And I'll tell you. So I just pulled a whole variety of shades. I'll tell you as I use them. So I just got them laying here so I can see them. And I think I'm going to start with the Parma lavender. And I'm going to color my little flowers in first. Just kind of lightly. Kind of like that. And then let's see, violet. I'm just gonna come up almost like their little pansy. Get them all, yeah. And then I'm going to look for that. My sunburst yellow. And I'm just going to give it a coat for the center. Lay it aside so I can find it. And then I'm going to come in with my pumpkin orange. Just kind of go around this a little bit. Okay, put that aside so I can find it. And then I'm going to take white. I'm going to go around the edges. And it makes a really pretty lilac color. Gives the flower a real soft look. Okay. I'll put that one and these two up there so we can do it to the back. To the back. Now we're looking for some different shades of green, and I think we're gonna get some real pretty colors. Grass green, Persian green, and chartreuse. Did I say what color my purples were? Violet and Parma Violet. In case I forgot to do that. Get a little drink of my water. Okay, so this grass green, boy, that's a crazy green, huh? Well, that was nice. Does happen once in a while, doesn't it? Not very often, though. Let's see. I think that goes with those. So I'm going to use this chartreuse and see what that looks like. Blend it together. It's going to be pretty against that gray horse. I think he turned out beautiful. You're a beautiful little horsey. I was thinking I saw some more of these, but oh, down here. Okay. So there's a couple of places. On his leg. Try to color all the same olds, the same color. So I don't know what this one is. If that's, I think we're going to make it. We're going to call it as we see it. That, and then we'll come over here and finish these. And if you press a little bit, they blend quite nicely together. We don't want the colors to totally merge into one though either. And that's this one here. Put as many pretty greens in here as we can, because that's what's going to give this little gray horse some color. Okay. Okay, and this Persian green, let's see what color that is. It's not too dark. It's dark enough. And then we just need, let's try Kelly green. And just kind of fades away into nothing, huh? So we need something lighter. Let's try the cerulean green. I think that would be better. Yeah. That looks good. Like that. I like it. Let's use that on these bigger leaves. Like that. And we can do the opposite and take this Persian green and maybe just a little bit along the edges. Just a hint. And then we're going to come back again. These little and this time we're going to fill them in with our grass green. And there's a spot that we missed. I missed. I blame everything onto you guys. We missed. Okay. And now I'm going to take our chartreuse and just kind of go over it. And it'll give us a whole different green. Like that. So let's move over here. And we used these two, but backwards. Okay. I'm going to do the vine in the Persian green. And we get all the vine. Okay. So we did a little bit of the Persian on one side. And then we fill it in. With our cerulean green. Which is one of my favorite colors. And then I'm going to go ahead and color. Okay, we got a million greens, and where are they all? They're in this jar. I found them. They were hiding from me. There we go. I think we got Kelly green out. And this is lime peel. I'm going to sharpen it. And apple green. And spring green. What else we got? Moss olive green. And that's cerulean green too. Okay, I'll put that one back. I'm just going to shade it a little bit on this side. Like that. And this is the lime peel. To make sure I don't drag that dark color down. And the apple green, let's see. Let's see, I think we'll use the lime peel on here. It needs something contrast, and it is a different green. Okay, we'll just hit these little teeny leaves like that. And then we used the cerulean. And the Persian. Like that. And I think we used this lime peel on these little ones. I think I took the apple green. There it is. And just gave it a little kiss. And that looks good. And then what did we use? We didn't use the olive. The Persian green. I'm trying to figure out the spring green, maybe? We'll go over it. We'll fix it. Okay. Oh, what was this? The grass green. That was that weird green, huh? Well, let's see what it does. I don't like it at all. Let's try Kelly green. That's better. Okay. So now we got to do our little centers. We did all the centers with the sunburst yellow. And then we took our pumpkin and went around it a little bit. This gives it a little contrast. And then we took our purples. Wow. Okay, so we took our light purple and colored them all in. I've been listening to thunder and lightning for so many weeks that I'm beginning to think every car. Is that thunder? And this is our Parma Violet. And I'm just giving it a light coat. I can still see some little white things in the page, which isn't going to matter because we're not going to see them when we get done here. Like that. Then we're going to take our violet. I'm just going to make like little lines. Like almost like it's going to look like a pansy, but it's not going to be. like that. I love him. He is turning out so pretty. You are a beautiful stallion. You should be prancing around. Now we took our white. We just went round and round right at the edge. And I'm pressing because I just want that color to turn into that pretty lilac color. And they do look a little bit like a pansy. But I think they're very pretty. Like that. So let's do his bridle. And I'm going to do it with the darkest violet. And then I'm going to take my Parma violet in the center. Kind of like that. Well, the book does not want to turn. So we'll manage. Putting a touch right there. Okay, and we're gonna do his saddle. I was thinking kind of like, I don't want to pull up my piece of tape, kind of like I did the flowers. So I'm going to take my Parma violet and I'm going to go over it, just like I did the flowers. And we got to color that building. Okay, so now we're going to take our violet, and I'm going to come right into the center, just kind of like coming down little ways. So if I'm not making the lines, I'm just kind of going back and forth right up in the center like that. And I guess you know what's coming next. Alright, so now let's take our white, and I'm going to sharpen it just a little bit so I can get right in here. And right at the edge of all of these little layers, I'm just simply making it white and turning it to violet. They almost look like little petals from the flowers laying down each layer by layer to make his little saddle. Now I'm going to take this darker and I'm going to give it more sharp. And I'm just going to go right under here. Just where it kind of smeared and you can't tell where it starts and stops anymore. Just kind of like that. See, and it just kind of brings it right back. Isn't that pretty? Well, I'm very pleased with it. I think it just turned out gorgeous. Now, what are we going to do with this building? So, I'm going to paint a piece of paper over my horse so I don't smear this, and I think I'm just going to start out with my dark violet. As an artist, you're supposed to get so far on your picture and then set it up in a chair or set it where you can look at it often. And then you can see whether there's something missing or not. And it really does help. Whether you're really done, whether you really got to go another step or two. Kind of like that. All right. Kind of maybe every other color. This is not always easy trying to figure out which is the other color. Not the other color, but the other space. Okay. Now we'll go back in. Get all the little white spots covered. Okay. I think we'll make our roof. A lighter color. And then we can come in on the sides. What if we used our white and blended it all together? Maybe we could do that on this roof too. Wait a minute, which color? Yeah. And I'm thinking we'll put some green in it. And try to get away from that black so we're not smearing it in to our roof. To be very careful going around that. Okay, let's see, what color green should we use? Okay, let's do the lime peel. That'll look pretty. Yeah, that'll look very nice. Okay. Do our dark purple, or not, violet, under there. Okay, so let's do this little part of his house. Like that. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Okay. Do our little circles in the green. Do this little thing. Well, we're almost done, so I think we'll come in with our lighter Parma violet. Let me sharpen it. And tomorrow we'll do the bottles on the other side of this page. And I want to cut out some star stencils. And I want to do some more stencils with bigger and smaller stars around this page, and tomorrow it will be included in painting a few of the jars on the opposite page. So if you want to see that, look for the jars. Okay, so this little pencil is getting pretty little. But when I ordered some more pencils, I did order 2 of these. That's how come I keep getting them mixed in. And I have 2 or 3 of the same color. And then I use the dark color. Kind of like that. I think I'll just kind of go up these lines. Not hard, just kind of gently. Try to stay in the line and not a whole lot out. Okay, that is so pretty. So where did we put my light color? This for the window. I don't like that at all. I'm looking. Deco yellow. Kind of like it's seeing through. A little bit. You could make these stars gold or something. Whoops. Just using the white. I didn't go from end to end, so you can still kind of see it. These little stars, little dots. And there we go. And that's as far as we're going tonight. So tomorrow I'm going to cut out some stars that are a little bigger than that, and we're just going to add a few more stars in there. And we're also going to do the jars tomorrow. Work on them and figure out what we're going to do with the background. So for tonight, that is what our horse looks like. I hope you've enjoyed this. I think he turned out really pretty. Let me get him closer in case the colors aren't showing up very good. So that you can see what he looks like. But I think he turned out beautiful. So thank you for watching, and thank you for all your encouragement and for your memos that you're leaving me little stuff. I'm having fun reading them and answering them, and we're getting more people subscribing, so welcome to all of our new subscribers. Thank you so much. And if you like our videos, please give me a thumbs up. That means good job. And if you don't leave anything, I think you're just, well, I don't know about her. But anyway, I'm getting more and more thumbs up, so I'm really thanking you all. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That way you'll know when I send a video out. And tomorrow I will put the rest of this, however I decide to finish it, and then we'll work on some bottles. So if nobody's told you that you're wonderful, amazing, and terrific, you are. Thank you. Have a good day or night.